Imagine the toughest game atmosphere. Now imagine if that was the only basketball you ever knew. Like growing up in New York, you'd either be forced to quit or adapt. So be grateful for the times that are too hard to handle and seek to have as many of those moments as you can find.
Yo. Hi. Hybrid and true kid on this madness, yo.
What up? What? Hey guys. Hey, John Sanders here. I almost forgot to unmute myself. I did not forget that in the end. All right, so it all works out. What up, y'all? Just finished the weekend, even though we're not quite done yet since we have shooting tonight. All right, we'll talk about a few things up front just so we know that some deadlines coming up and things like that. All right, what up, Kieran and Declan Louth? I hope that Declan's feeling better. Hope that Kieran is not dead from today's games from trying too hard. All right, and I hope that you guys are doing okay. Tomorrow we do have Memorial Day, the official Memorial Day. We call it Memorial Day weekend, but don't forget about the actual day. All right, it's kind of weird this year because I don't remember ever having school off for Memorial Day. I mean, like, I know we always have school off for Memorial Day, but I don't remember, like, being out of school. And most of you guys are out of school already, I think. Are you guys out of school? I don't even know. Let me know. I just heard a few people saying we are done with school. We are officially 3rd or 4th or 8th graders or whatever. So, yeah, that's an early summer, start to summer. So that's a good thing. But so we are actually going to work out tomorrow. If you want to show up, of course. You don't have to show up, but we do have it set up for the morning and for the evening. So understand that we are open on Memorial Day. Google keeps asking me that. It's like, are you open on Memorial Day? And I'm like, yeah, we're always open, baby. That's how we do. All right. So, yeah, there's that stuff. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty of stuff. We got our tournament this weekend. The tournament finally finished. I thought it finished up decently well. All right. It is tough to be a kid growing up. That's all I got to say. I see you guys putting forth effort and doing all this kind of stuff, and it's just a weird thing. But overall, the tournament went well. On Friday, I thought we had enough for the small kids. I saw the people with my own eyes. I don't know what happened to them, but Mason and Arlie, I guess, couldn't show up. So we ended up with 4 the first day, and that was bringing Noah down. And then 3 the next day, all right, and they still played the game. So I appreciate their efforts. It was a good job. Came pretty close to. So and I said to play hard. Noah wasn't allowed to shoot, so that of course hurt his chances and also made it way more frustrating for him as well. All right. So yes. Let's see. Austin, Mass, Seth. But overall, again, a nice Memorial Day weekend tournament. I thought we could have had could have done a few things better as always, but we are getting better from week to week, which is the main thing that matters. Are you getting better from week to week? All right, and I said that the answer is definitely yes. All right, as long as you're going in a positive direction, you're not going in a negative one, so that's a good thing. All right, speaking of effort, all right, we've uncovered a dilemma, a paradox, if you will, and I've talked about this before, but I said that there's like 3 different ways to see this thing. Okay, all right. The first way is kind of sad. All right, but it goes like this. What I'm asking you to do is to try really, really, really hard for something that is nearly impossible. I spoke to another coach, and he was a coach of a team that I think beat us the first game for high school. And I spoke to him about his program and about our program, and I was like, yeah, we should do this, we should do this, we should do this. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. I was like, why not? It would help the kids. And he's like, no. Our deal is to make kids, closer to God and to help them out in life. And I was like, yeah, no, that's good too. But we could also make them try to make the NBA. And he's like, no, we don't try that. I was like, really? I was like, you don't try that because it's impossible? And he goes, yes. And I was like, okay, so do you try to make every shot in the game? Or do you try to miss a few? And he goes, well, we try to make every shot. And then he understood where I was going, so let me complete it for you guys. And I say, you do try to make every shot, even though making every shot is impossible. You saw Dave Papa on Friday. I mean, he didn't make every shot. So what makes you think that you can make every shot? You're not going to make every shot. It's impossible. Yet you still try to make every shot. Weird, right? Now, we understand that. But the first one that I'm going to say that is sad is, imagine me giving you a pig. All right? And I tell you, right off the bat, we're going to eat this pig in a month. But it's now living. And I want you to give it a name. And then I also want you to like hang out with it every day and grow to love it. And then I want you to help me kill it. You would be like, dude, I can't do that. And if you did have to do it, you'd be like, I can't like seriously get attached to this thing. It would be tough, right? And then the other way to see it would be like, I don't know, if I told you to really, really try to like date some girl at your school and like try your hardest. And I knew for a fact, because I told her to, as soon as you asked her out, she would say no to you. And you had to try your hardest. Like, come on, give me your best. I'm saying no matter what. And it starts to feel like that when you start to believe as this coach does, which is totally true. Only a handful of people even make the NBA. It's probably impossible. But I want you to somehow try just as hard for the impossible. So the ultimate goal is, what I'm asking you to do is to give, I want you to give 100% effort for something that you have 0% chance of accomplishing. Ultimately. Because you can say I have 1% chance of accomplishing it, but you're also not going to be able to give 100% effort. That's also impossible. So it's like, okay, 99% effort for something that you have 1% chance to do. And if you can do that, you rule the world. If you can somehow trick your mind, what's up, Aiden Wong? Don't forget to pick us up, John. I'll try not to forget. Remind me of 5:30. 5:30. All right. But yes, if you could somehow do this, you're halfway there. So this is the really hard part, right? 100% effort for something that you have 0% chance of making, or 99 to 1, whatever. But then you have to put in all your emotion, but you have to do so without getting emotional. That's the second half. You must put in 100% effort for 0% chance while having a 0% chance with all your emotion without getting emotional. Because once people start giving their emotion, they become emotional. And we figured out that you either take one of two routes, or I guess 3 routes. One of 3 routes when you get emotional. Either you cry, or you get violent. And the third one is you don't get to that point at all. You keep yourself from getting to that point. The third one is like you just don't get emotional at all, and you keep your emotions out of it, and you keep your effort level down. I won't even count that one as a way, because that's just not even trying. That's not even going toward that limit. All right? What you have to do as a player is somehow give all your emotion without getting emotional. And that's a really tough thing, especially for a teenager to do. All right? And you have to give it in vain, basically, because everyone's going to tell you that you don't have a chance, and they're probably right. And that's a really, really weird thing. But if you can do this little puzzle, you've mastered something that like most people aren't daring enough to even try to accomplish. You've mastered something that what Gavin's mom told me. It's like the monks. You're as like mentally strong as a monk, basically. Like those guys that go up to the mountains and they live in solitude and they don't say one word for 2 years, and then they sit out in the snow butt naked and melt the snow around them. They're so strong. You're on that level. Taking like something like Ramadan, where they like almost starve themselves just to focus. Taking something like 40-day Lent that the Catholics have and taking it to a whole new level. if you happen to be in prison, being in solitary confinement for like a month and being that strong. It's to that level. You're basically a ninja is what I'm telling you if you can do this. And if you can't, you're normal. All right, but I got to tell you guys, if you're the violent sort, like Austin, you don't swing. Don't just burst every single time. You got to manage that, because one day people will push you and you can't be the person that just fights all the time. And if you're the other one, even though you are just like crying and it's not harming anyone else, understand it's the same weakness. It's the same weakness. You just happen to have a different reaction. I was definitely a crier growing up. Still am, right? And with or without tears, you're called a crier if you just like get super frustrated when these things happen. For me, it would be like my efforts in vain. Imagine writing a whole paper, or like for me, I try to I code a whole page, and I spend forever on this thing, and I organize it perfectly, and all of a sudden, the computer dies, or like I lose all my information, and I'm like, like that crap sucks, dude. And like, what is your reaction? Are you like that monkey in the GIF and you just like pound your computer, or do you just go, oh, and put your head down? Well, if you can just go do it all and be like, boom, disappeared, lost it, time to try again. You are a ninja. You are amazing. And that is like the strongest that anyone could ever be. That's what I'm asking you to do. And I'm asking you to do that at a hormonal stage in your life that's very, very vulnerable. And I understand that. But if you are to achieve like greatness, I mean, don't forget that I said that. If you are to achieve something that is that extraordinary, you're going to have to do something that extraordinary to get it, especially being your height, your athleticism, all that stuff. You're going to have to be that amazing. So that's what I'm asking you guys to do. All right. I say don't forget because that parallels to our story of the day, which I'll show right after this stuff. Furthermore, we're talking about our trips coming up. Make sure that you are signed up for them. All right, here's who I have. You have to sign up by Tuesday. By Tuesday, or else we are not going. So let's see if we can get some people in. You elementary kids, talk someone else into it. We aren't close on that one. All right, maybe if we have enough, we could do 2 teams and we could do it like the 6th grade division, maybe. I don't know. It'll be really hard if we don't get enough people. So Mason is a person that we could talk into. Arlie possibly. I'm not sure if we can get it going for the elementary. All right, because not even Derek signed up for it. So I'm not sure what we could do for that. So you guys talk among yourselves. I've already talked. But let's see. For the trip on the 9th and the 10th, the Ohio one person signed up. The 16th, looks like 5 people. But one of them is Wyatt Ingalls. We haven't seen him for like a month. So maybe 4 people. But they did sign up and pay like $200 maybe. So we'll see. And then the other one is July, that one. This one's looking decent. We have 4 people sign up for this one. This is Arizona one, but 2 of them are the Louse. One is Connor, one is Wesley. So that one's not looking good either, about half the team that we need for each. All right, so let's get to the point where we can do stuff, and then we can do stuff. All right, so I know we're on the last 2 days, and maybe many people are waiting for the last second. Maybe they are. All right, but maybe we can get Aiden to go to the Arizona one. I think that they were talking about it. So we'll see what we could do. Again, you got a couple people going to all of them. I think, no, wait. Is that a couple going to all of them? What do I have here? So yeah, it's Connor. Sign up for all of them. Again, Connor, the guy that we're trying to the guy that says he wants it all. All right, I think he does, and he's trying to be a real travel team basketball player in a club that's not quite ready to have him maybe. So are you guys those players? Are you guys players that are deserving enough to even say that you want to truly make it? Because everyone else, they're already going to on these trips. So heads up, make sure you guys sign up as fast as you can. All right. I do know if we had it the other way, I have a 12-person max and we have 15 people on our team. Whenever we have that, people sign up really fast because they don't want to lose their spot. So there was a thing where if you sign up early, it would cause other people to sign up. So, I mean, get the ball rolling, por favor. I can jump higher than Kevon Looney. I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure he has at least a 30-inch vert. Aiden Wong, I just have to clean my room to go to Arizona. So Aiden's not going to Arizona either. Dang it! Come on! That's impossible. Come on, Mom. That's a really hard ask. Man, that's okay, man. Maybe you could just throw away all the stuff. Just throw away all your clothes, throw away your bed, and just have an empty room and then be like, boom, it's clean, Mom. Now let me go to Arizona as you sleep on the floor. That's an idea. I'm thinking, as always. Now, I mentioned it last time, but there's a such thing as going game speed versus full speed. Game speed versus full speed. It's controlling your speed. It's controlling like the tempo of the game. It's controlling like how fast you're going versus how fast you're thinking. Okay, we did another bad job of that because you guys, you guys can go fast sometimes, but you just can't. You don't understand game speed, and there's some elements of jogging in game speed, but they need to sprint. And you guys are standing straight up and down. I'm pointing to the bench press. I'm like, look, who's in the stands? And no one's ever in the stands, ever. It's crazy. I was gonna film the games, but we aren't getting better in those regards, so it's like a waste of film because it's the same as last time. We have to get better at understanding game speed, and then if we can bring in game speed to practices, that's even better. So I want the intensity to step it up during our practices. So you guys, that's all on you guys. So make sure you guys do that. All right, and that's about it for that stuff. Let's get through our show stuff real quick. I did want to talk about the story of the day. All right, so let's check that out very fast.
If your efforts are ordinary things anyone could do, chances are you won't achieve the extraordinary results you're after.
All right. So, I mean, that's just math. If your efforts are ordinary things that anyone can do, chances are you're not going to achieve the extraordinary. All right? So, this world has been walked by billions of people. Maybe hundreds of billions. I don't know. Seems like a lot, right? Hey, Siri. How many people have ever lived on Earth?
Here's an answer from worldatlas.com. The number of people who have ever lived is 108 billion.
108 billion people have walked the Earth. They have walked it on many different scales. They've walked it here, they've walked it left, they've walked it right, they've walked it there. Chances are, if you're walking it in such a way that other people have walked it a million times, and other people are capable of walking it anytime, chances are you're going to achieve regular results. If you're looking for regular results, good. You can see what they did and just follow their path and tread in the same water on the same road that they've all treaded before. If you're looking to do something extraordinary in life, you're probably going to have to take extraordinary measures to get there. If you're doing something that everyone has done and you're only wanting to do stuff that people have done, you're only going to achieve stuff that they've done or less. You're not going to achieve more. If you're looking for more, you must do more. And what I say is, if what you're doing isn't able to be placed into a freaking movie, and people are going to watch that movie and be amazed by what you did, you ain't making it. Especially if you're some regular 6'2" or less human being trying to make the NBA. Alright? For you to make it, it's going to take something that's so amazing that when people say it out loud, they're like, that didn't happen. I've seen a few movies that were based on real life events. Best one that I've seen where people are like, yo, that didn't happen, was Men of Honor. That movie was so remarkable that when you see it, you're going to be like, no way is that a real thing. And I won't say what the story's about because you might want to watch it. But then I read more of the story, and there was parts in his life that they couldn't include in the movie because they were even more unbelievable. That's how hard this guy tried at life. I don't want to tell you any part of the movie, but it's a great, great, great movie. It's for older kids, but yeah, maybe your parents will let you watch it with them. Men of Honor with Cuba Gooding Jr., man, it's Crazy what this real life guy did. Carl Foster, I think his name, something like that. Man, what he did was unbelievable. And if you do extraordinary things, you have a chance to achieve extraordinary results. So understand that. I could jump higher than Pavel Podkolzin. 22.5 inches is all I need. Tyler Hero is playing. Tyler Hero is playing. And I believe Adonis Haslam stood in front of the training room and was like, with a baseball bat, and was like, any injuries to report today? And they were like, no, sir. No, sir. So, yes, as he just mentioned, we have the NBA Finals Game 7 coming up. All right. And it's between Boston Celtics and Bam Adebayo's extended reach. Can they stop the inevitable? If this thing is rigged based off of like the referees, or like based off of like just human beings just, going down and going up, based off home court advantage, based off of whatever, they unrig it tonight. Because everyone just wants a Game 7. That's where all the money is, right? So now it's who's the better team. Straight up in one game. And I know people are injured, but I'm sure people are injured on the Boston Celtics side too. And it's going to be a great game, I'm sure, because that's what these guys do. Hopefully no one lays an egg. I don't like games like that. I want to see it come down to the very, very tippity top last second. That would be fun. And of course, I'm going for the Heat because I'm a Lakers fan, because I just don't need Boston Celtics to win. All right? If Boston does win, I'm hilariously going for the Golden State Warriors. If the Heat win, I'm going for the Heat, because the Heat are what I'm all about. I love the hardcore stuff. All right? And if you think that you can handle Heat basketball, guys, you might want to double check yourself at the door. All right? What they expect of you is a lot. All right? And if you wanted to be a person that you could create, would you want to create a person that could possibly handle the Heat organization, or would you want to create a person that couldn't handle it? Who do you want to be? And if you're a parent, would you want to create a kid who could handle something extremely hard, or a kid who couldn't handle something extremely hard? Who do you want to be? I think that the answer is pretty easy, right? So that's why I like Heat Nation, because they do all the things that we say that we wish that we could do. They're saying, we say 100%, they're like, actually mean it. They're like, oh no, straight up 100. Oh no, you only brought 99.9%. See ya, you're off the team. Like, for reals, we're doing it. Not just like speaking words. I hate when people just talk and they're just like, you got to try your hardest and give 100%, blah, 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 blah. And then they don't. People just talk all the time, and it's crazy. All right? These guys actually do it. And Boston Celtics, they dog it sometimes. The Golden State Warriors dog it sometimes. The Heat absolutely bring it all the time. And maybe you can argue they bring it too much, and that's why they're tired at the end of the seasons. I don't care. I would still rather go out with that team than anyone else. Could I handle it? Nah, right now, I would probably die if I tried to be on that team. But when I was in my hay, I would have wanted to. I don't know if I could have handled it, but I would have tried. That would have been the team that I would have wanted to play for by far. Could my body have held up? I don't know. I think so. Did I do that stuff without being on this team? Nah. Could I have done that stuff without being on that team? I could try. That's it. I did kind of try. All right? But what will you do? You guys are still in your heyday. What will you do? What kind of effort will you give? What kind of team would you want to be on? All right? So that's why I'm going for the Heat. We'll see what happens. Actually, only Struss is injured tonight for the Heat, so no excuses. Heat don't always bring it. When don't the Heat bring it, man? We'll see. We'll see. All right. Almost broke his wrist. Forgot about that block. Oh, yeah. I know a player that broke someone's wrist on a dunk who tried to block him. His name was Derek McCoy from Skyview High School. All right. Let's go through all these things real quick. Elementary stuff in the future for the workout stuff. We got scare shots, tear the free throws, inverted Euro steps, around the cone spot shots, pick and roll against the drive, 180 tangible shots, so heads up for that. Stuff that we just finished doing. Judgment shots, 7-minute shooting. No one posted 7-minute shooting. I don't think people want to do that drill. All right, cops and robbers, pump fake to escape dribble, battle ropes, and then backboard alley-oops. All that stuff went pretty well that day, though. For the stuff that we're doing for tomorrow on Memorial Day, we got twist passes,
All right, that teaches you how to pass the ball when you guys drive in. You guys have the ball tipped way too often. So when you jump stop, you should do so with a twist. They are tipping the ball way too often. All right, it's because you're not passing the ball with the correct hand while twisting. All right, and some of you guys are trying it. They're just way too big. I get it. All right, it is tough, but we're gonna practice it more and more so we can understand it. I showed you guys how. I forgot who I did it with. Maybe Connor or Zach or someone, and I could pass it around their hand, around their arm, whenever I wanted to. If you just pump fake one way, pass the other way, they shouldn't be able to get it if you can throw the ball with some zest on it. All right, zest, is that the right word? I don't know. One-on-one defense only is coming up as well tomorrow. Closeouts to slides, mid-post series, and then post progression. All right, that's all the stuff that we're doing. And then let's get to our trivia question of the day. Thanks for being so patient with the trivia question. Good luck with it. We do know that Finn Kaufman's here. We think that Kieran and Louth is still here. Connor Rush is here with 3 points. Lena Wong with 1. Noah Masseth with 1. And then we have, I believe that there's 3 more days. Is it 3 more days in the month? I gotta check. So it's the 29th right now. I think, is there only 30 days in this month or 31? I'd never know. I never know that it's 31 days. So we have today, tomorrow, and the next day. So that means if Finn Kaufman wins this one, it's all done. All right, we're going to see it. It is a hard trivia question. So my apologies to the chef. It's a tough one. But if you know something about basketball, I think it should be a little easy. A little easier. If you know something about Google, it might be slightly difficult. I think that was my goal for this. That was my goal for this question. We're going to see how you guys do. All right, the question today is, Kieran, are you here? Doesn't speak until trivia. He's smart. That's why he's focused, baby. He's focused. All right, we got the question for today is, to date, who, I got to find out exactly how it's worded. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it wrong. All right. Some basketball analysis. Nope. Right there. All right. To date, who is the only player to ever win the National Junior College Athletic Association Division I Player of the Year award both years he played? That's the question. Again, it goes, who is the only player? When you're in JUCO, you're allowed to play 2 years. Okay, who's the only player to win the Division I JUCO Player of the Year award both years he played? Who is this person? All right, there's only been one person so far in the history of JUCO. All right, again, it's the National Junior College Athletic Association Division I Player of the Year award both years he played. All right, and for this guy, there were some people that even thought that he could have been a first round selection after his JUCO years, which is insane. It's insane. A JUCO player could have basically made the NBA straight up without switching to college. If I told you which college he switched to, it would be too easy a question. All right, Sean Kemp's a decent guess, but Sean Kemp, he left straight from high school. Sean Kemp left from high school. He never went to JUCO. All right, this guy went to JUCO. I won't tell you where he went to JUCO. That's crazy. John, check out my Pro Hop. Oh, it is so late to check out a Pro Hop, but maybe. Let's get this trivia question answered. Anybody? All right, maybe it's too hard to answer. Maybe. And since he asked, I will try to check out the Pro Hop right now, real quick. Okay. Boom. All right. If you answered before, we have 2 more minutes. I'm gonna check out some homework today. Let's see if Roey did post the homework. He says that he did, so we can check out his. There it goes. His direct Euro step. I thought you said it was the diagonal Pro Hop. Which one was it? Let me check the playlist very fast here. Going right there. All right. Let's see this thing real quick. I told Roey that I would check his thing out. Oh, diagonal Pro Hop. It's the first one. All right, so let's check out Roey's diagonal Pro Hop. We'll go a little into the video real quick. Well, one is he's just walking back. Can you hurry up, Roey? Come on, baby. All right, that's good. That's a good start. You want to bounce the ball with 2 feet on the ground exactly.
Okay, that one he just lost. Okay. Okay. Let's check it out. Let's check it out some more. Let's get to one where he does it. Come on, come on. Come on, get it for me. All right, I would say if anything, you needed to pound the ball, catch it with both hands, keep both hands raised, and then keep both hands raised the entire time as you keep the ball above your eyesight. When you pound the ball, both feet need to be down at the same time. Also, don't slow down your dribble at all. All right, so go faster. All right, and we'll finish up just by checking one more future win out, just in case you improved as you went. That one, you dropped your left arm again. You also went from way too close. You took one extra dribble. You want to get there in 2 dribbles, and then your third one is the bounce. That's about it, though. All right, so it's a good start. We got no one answering it. All right. Oh, man, that was a tough trivia question. All right, so the answer is... I messed up on that. The answer is Larry Johnson, Grandmama. Grandmama played for Odessa, a college in Texas as a JUCO, and he was the first player ever to win the National Junior College Athletic Division I Player of the Year. And then he went to the UNLV after that, even though he didn't have to go. He didn't have to go. He was a lottery pick anyways, and he chose to go to college still. So after 2 years, the National Player of the Year, 2 years in a row, JUCO, could have just gone straight to the NBA, but did not. All right, that's a pretty hard question. Bill Walton did not go to JUCO. He played 3 or 4 years at UCLA. All right. Anyway, that's my time. Don't forget that. So Kieran still has a chance to tie. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Don't forget that the quote of the day, guys, is know thyself. I didn't even say the quote of the day. Not the Sutin. Know thyself. If you know who you are, you can go anywhere in life. Know thyself. The oracles at Delphi from the Apollo used to say it. It's a big thing in Latin. It's from the Matrix. Know thyself. If you can know yourself, you may not need to know anything else in the world. So learn who you are. Learn what makes you tick. Keep going because of that kind of stuff. Know thyself. Quote of the day. All right. I'll see anyone who's coming to shooting tonight. And yes, I will not forget to pick up Aiden and Alina. I'll see y'all soon. All right. That's my time. I'm out. Peace.
Wonder, it's a dust thing I never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but what baby? It's a dust thing karibu tu caliente. Give me this front fight, girl. I'm here to conquer, girl. In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the baddest. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Good wonder. It's a dust thing I never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dust thing I never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready. Big man T, my people crazy. You better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati spola pole wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya madem wenye wanabaki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunabomba tuko party tunaban hii weekend weekend yo hashtag check it tunaban flossy to the one cha madem wako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh wako fiti weekend tunaban adi che wanja for the G top on the panty
Good wonder. It's a dust thing I never surrender.